It's actually possible for you to find peace and happiness whilst working a demanding job. And here is how. Hi, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, and this while had a lot of seasons, like a lot of seasons. A lot of in betweens, a lot of transitions, a lot of travels, a lot of just changes in general. And the biggest change of them all, in my opinion, is this here. This is my apartment. I'm actually filming my first YouTube video. Not my first YouTube video, sorry. Reverse. This is the first time that I'm recording a YouTube video in my new apartment. And this is truly, guys, something that I always hoped and prayed for and thought it's going to come way later down the line because I tried everything and it didn't work out, but here I am. And that's just a living testimony. That's just proof that God works in ways and in timings that you just cannot understand and foresee because it happened so swiftly. It just happened. I received this apartment out of the blue, although years before I tried so much to just have my own space, and now here I am. And all I can say is God is so good. It's like I have forgotten the waiting season, basically the pains, the moments where I just felt like, oh my gosh, I need to get out of home back then, and now I'm just here, and it just feels like it has always been like this. So it's also so interesting how God can just heal and cover your heart, although you've been wanting something for so long, and when it's there, it's like, wow, it's like it has never been missing. So yeah. Now, without making this too long and too much about me, I want to talk about a very specific topic today. If you're a woman who is working in a very demanding job career and you just feel very unbalanced, you feel stressed, burned out, or close to a burnout. You feel out of touch with your femininity. You just lack peace and happiness and so much more. Then this video is for you. Because I know that there are so many women out here working jobs that are so demanding for themselves, for their souls. And it's just like you have no other option because we live in a society where you need a job, quote unquote, to survive, basically. And this is also an indicator on surviving, right? Because we should not be surviving. But that's a story for another day or a video for another day. But today, I specifically want to share my story first, and then get to how you can actually have more peace and happiness while still working a very high performing job. I, for majority of my life, or not life, but like majority of my adult life basically, was self-employed and an entrepreneur. Although it looks very glorified on social media, although it looks like you have your life together, everything just looks so effortless, etc. Real talk, the last years and last months financially I was struggling in ways you cannot even imagine. Like, I moved to the States without savings and kind of made a living there. Kind of got in debt not because I consumed so much, but rather I had to pay certain like existential things like an apartment, Airbnbs, and food, transport, etc. So it was just a very tough situation. I went there by faith, and things just, happened in a way. It's still something that God is revealing to me more and more why certain things happened the way they did, but I'm making more peace with it. Especially because it happened April, May, and it is November, so it's still in this year or within this year. So that's why I said a lot of things have happened in 2025 as well. Um, but then at the same time, I'm also here back in Hamburg, Germany, and in my own apartment. Meanwhile, I was always saying I'm not going to get an apartment in Germany. you know, so things have changed. And even more, what has changed. So, why did I say, okay, I was an entrepreneur back then? And now, what am I now? I'm still an entrepreneur by heart, that's for sure. But I do work in a sales company now. And that's why I authorize myself to be commenting on working a high demanding job, high performance job, because sales is very high demanding and high performing. And for women, it's not always the best combination. But now let's get into the details of how and what you can do to find peace and happiness whilst working a demanding job. Number one is getting to know yourself for who you truly are. You have to start with knowing who you are, what you like, what brings you peace, what brings you happiness, what calms you down, what fuels you, etc. So, skipping this essential question will lead you to trying out so many things, getting into so many self help directions, books, videos, courses, groups, I don't know what, for you just to figure out what it is that you actually need. Meanwhile, your heart knows it. You just have to step into the quiet place to figure it out. So that means you need to sit down and ask yourself, what is it that makes me happy? What is it, like, even the little thing? What is it that just gives me energy, that brings a smile on my face, that makes me feel comfort, like things that bring you back to life? I know most of you just come back from home and you just feel tired and exhausted and frustrated, and you're just like questioning life. Been there, done that. And that's why having this balance, you can still benefit from it, but you just have to prioritize well being, and knowing your needs here is so key as well. Second tip, time block. Time blocking is so key. For example, if you don't time block your gym schedule, if you don't time block your prayer time, if you don't time block your me time, if you don't time block, if you don't time block, if you don't time block, it won't happen. If you time block, you prioritize things that are important to you for you to be able to enjoy the beauty of life. I mean, you might even have access to certain things because of your high demanding job, perhaps because you get paid way better, and therefore you have more access to certain things that you can be doing. So that also means to be protective over your time and to think twice when you agree to plans. It can be something very subtle. Oh, do you want to go out for brunch? Meanwhile, you're thinking, oh my gosh, Sundays are actually the days where I sleep in and just have a slow morning and just, am able to reflect on the week and be by myself. And you just know that even though this brunch could take 2 hours, but it can also be longer, it's just something that could give you more stress and anxiety in the long run. And that is something that you can prevent by thinking twice before agreeing to plans, because your energy, like your energy management here, is so essential. Number three, do what makes you happy. What makes you happy? Think in micro solutions, because I know this answer is very, very, very broad. And I mean, I don't know if you would ask me right now, I could mention thousands of things or nothing. So be or figure out what makes you happy in micro solutions. What are the little things that give you happiness and joy throughout your day? Is it getting up and making yourself a hot cup of tea or coffee in the morning? Or is it listening to a soft jazz playlist whilst you're actually meal prepping for the week or day ahead? What are the little things that just give you joy and make you feel grateful for the now? What is it? Is it getting flowers on your way back home from work? Is it calling your loved ones and asking them how they're doing and just spending quality time with people? What are the little things that make you happy? I emphasize the micro happiness here because most of the time you don't have that much time because time here is a luxury. And therefore, you just really also have to find the little things in between where you're like, oh, that makes me happy. A dance class that you're booking once a week, a Pilates class that you're booking once a week. What is it? Is it making your favorite dessert once a week? Like, I don't know. Make it a routine, make it a ritual. Is it your everything shower on a Monday evening when you wind down and you just feel like you're washing all of the stress away and now you're refreshed for the week ahead? Like, these are the micro happinesses that you can implement into your day to just sweeten life a little bit more. Number 4 is taking calculated breaks. No matter how busy, no matter how much of to-do lists and tasks you have, there is always a time to hit the brake. I know, especially in high demanding jobs, they don't always give you the room, the capacity, the space for it. But through personal experiences, I can just say that if you don't hit the brake when you need it, then people will just, dread you along, because if you're not opening up your mouth and communicating what you need, what you tolerate, what you don't tolerate, people will just walk all over you. And that means, for example, if your work environment is not as flexible and they don't allow you to take breaks or have a lot of free time, be very calculated with the breaks that you're taking. Is it a short break in between? For example, in my sales calls, I'm still working on it, regularly, because we don't really take breaks. So I'm trying to be more aware when I work, that I just sit there and just take a breather and calm myself, because I realize very often that my body just feels very tensed because I'm like, on fire, and you just have to like dial and just be on fire, and you commute, like, I'm talking so much, my brain has to be sharp and everything. So it's like my body's just working constantly and thinking, oh my gosh, we're trying to survive here. Meanwhile, I'm actually sitting on a chair facing a computer, having headphones on my head and talking to people, but it just feels very different. So think of ways where you can take little breaks, whether it's going, when it's your lunch break, going for a walk around the block, or maybe even, like, if it's not during the work day, also if you just feel like, oh my gosh, like you're really getting towards the end and you're so close to burnout, call in sick for a day and just exist. That's all I can say, especially as women. Oh my gosh, like, we are not designed to be working under so much pressure for so long without losing touch to our femininity. And that is something that I now, even more than years ago, just feel like I do not like the feeling when I'm not in my femininity anymore. Versus before, I didn't even pay attention to it because I was just like, let me focus on the results, the actions, the solutions, the money, and everything masculine that you can think about. But now I'm just like, no, I do not like that my body feels tense right now. I don't like that my back always feels, tense, and my neck hurts and blah, and I don't have time for this. And it's exhausting, right? So taking calculated breaks is very key here as well, for you to be more sustainable with your progress, but also with your longevity at work in general, and also, of course, your life. Because I know we live in a society that says work equals life or life equals work, but honestly, we're not created to work. God had different plans when he created us. He was like, you over there, just live and experience, roam around, and that's it. Now, We're just in this society where everything's performance based. These are the 4 tips that can help you find peace and happiness whilst working a demanding and high performing job. I know it is very difficult for women to endure this, especially for such a long time, but I want to say that there is beauty in between, so cherish that. You might be feeling tired for 24/7, but when you take a break, when you hit the do not disturb button on your phone, mean it and just prioritize your well being because you matter, your body matters, your energy matters, your spirit matters, your heart matters, your emotions matter, and you will not hear this at work and other people telling you this. You're just expected to function, you know? And I'm just here to say that it is okay if you feel like not wanting to function or not being able to because you're exhausted. Totally understandable. But you can do it. Like, we can do it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this short but mighty video and that you're coming back for another video because we're getting back on YouTube because God is not letting me go with this. He's like, girl, this is your platform. And I'm like, I like Instagram. It's short and comfortable because I've been doing it for years already. Like, can we just stay there? But then I'm a very communicative person, so I love talking very long and sharing so much more than the little bit sizes that we get on Instagram. So welcome home. That is basically that. What I'm realizing, YouTube is home. And yeah, thank you so much for listening and watching. I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and to hit the notification bell as well and to hit the thumbs up button as well. Just leave a little love, leave a comment down below if you can relate, and check out the description box for my socials. And yeah, until next time, then, bye.